And this is a theme in my life that I'm noticing now of like, I am the common denominator here of I didn't speak up all along when things were smaller. And maybe, yeah, maybe it would have been a little awkward and uncomfortable, but compared to what it builds into, it's really not that much. So that feels like a big takeaway from that experience anyway. Should have spoke up.
Yeah. Yeah, I can relate to all of this too. I mean, being passive because I don't want to, first of all, I want to be liked.
Yeah.
I don't want to have any enemies.
Right.
Can't avoid that. Some people just don't have goodwill, first of all. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Some are just not gonna like gel with us. And it's like, it's just hiding the truth so that we can protect our image of ourselves. That's how I feel. Like when I've done it, I've been like, okay, I need to be superwoman. I need to be like the ultimate like person that people can rely on. I need to be the one who can get everything done. Like who knows like how many of those fantasy selves I have. I don't know. I don't even know. I could probably write a list. But yeah, they did get to the point where it was like, it's almost like a good goal is just simplifying everyday communications. Yeah, down to just the very basics. And taking the time to like check in with ourselves and then speak it to another if necessary. And before it gets huge, it's so easy to do it with love if we're taking care of ourselves and like saying it in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then like animals, because we're human animals, we're still animals, right?
I think so.
Dogs. I mean, dogs, like they get scared and like they shiver.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have a growl. They like, hey, yeah, I don't like you. You know, or just get out, get on my space. You know, it's just it's so fast, and then all of a sudden they've shit. You know, like they shake it off, and then they're back to just doing their thing.
Yeah.
Like we got so complicated.
Yes.
Like if we just say, oh, hey, I needed a message on blah, 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 or, hey, just tell me how you feel like right then, or like, hey, I didn't, you know, are you angry? I'm feeling some passive aggressive, you know, like, is this me or is this you? Like just so quickly, you know, like, and then we just shake it off, like, and then it's done. Like there's no build up. Like to me, that seems like the ideal. How do we get there? I don't know.
I feel like you're describing Aries energy. Like,
oh, really?
That is Aries energy, is like, feel the thing, express the thing, move on with your life. Like it is that simple, period. And in Aries energy land, it's that simple. Everybody else, and especially Libra, definitely overcomplicates the situation by factoring in the reactions and opinions and needs of everybody else in the whole freaking universe usually. So yeah, it's like, how do you keep it simple? You put yourself in the equation and nobody else. Aries energy. Like feel the thing, you need something, say it out loud. You're hungry, you're sleepy, you're tired, you're angry, you're fussy, speak it. Just say it. Nobody else needs to do anything about it, right? Like nobody owes you anything, but to speak your own needs in the moment of feeling it, like allowing like a direct connection from your core to your throat to just like let it come out however it is, like Aries. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me more of that.
Yeah, let us, we need a little
more helping, please. Nope.
Yeah, and yeah, it burns it off. It's fire. It burns it off. It's just like exactly. Done.
My dad, he is an Aries moon, and he is notorious for his temper tantrums. How he can like in a second melt it down, build it back up, and he's on with his day in like 30 seconds. Like just let it out, erupt like a volcano, and then he's like back to normal, like laughing and joking and like having a good time. It's like all set. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna carry that you just erupted for the next,
I
like,
know. That's what I was just thinking. I was
like, glad you're better, you know, like I'm not better. I'm now a million worse, but you're better. So that's good. But like, it really does matter. That's obviously the shadow of Aries, is that you burn other people with what you're spewing. And it's like, yeah, I mean, maybe let there be some distance so you can speak what you need and let them be far enough away so they don't have to get their eyebrows singed. And yeah, but like, you do have to speak your needs. Like, that's a very real part of what we got to do.
That makes a lot of sense. Both of my boyfriend's parents have an Aries moon. Both of them do. So
like his mom and his dad, you mean?
Yeah, they both, mom and dad, both have an Aries moon.
wow.
And like one of them has temper tantrums, and the other one just says what she's feeling, really. I mean, like, to me, that's like that's something I actually like. I feel like I need to like kind of foster that up in myself more, of like, she just says how she feels, you know. And like, there is like, of course, that shadow side of, and the shadow side plus, how do we balance this with Libra, where I'm not burning other people, but I am expressing my own fire. Like, I am expressing myself and how I feel and my needs. But yeah, that the balance with Libra is key, I think, to that. And like, yeah, interesting. Hadn't really put that together.
So that reminds me of a Matt Kahn video I was watching the other day. I think it is Love is the Only Answer. And basically somebody said to him what you just said, of like, but I don't want to be rude. Like, I don't want to burn people. And he's like, get mad. Do it. Like, be rude to me for the next 5 minutes. Show me what that looks like. Maddie, Pooh Bear. Like, you couldn't be rude if you tried. Like, what I'm saying is, like, you are so far on the Libra side of, like, if you walked it back even like 50 miles, you'd still be on the Libra side. Like, just, I mean, like, I don't even think you understand like how harmonious your vibe just is. That, like, I think even if you did put it out there a little bit more, like what you need or speaking up, like, I think it's still going to get wrapped in a very harmonious exterior, you know?
Yeah.
So that's
good.
my thoughts on that. Like, yeah, be rude. What does that even look like? I don't even think.
I'm just like wondering, I was like, what would that even look like? I did learn, it's funny how, like, I mean, with your birth chart, it's like you can discover something new forever in it. But I discovered I have a Libra midheaven, and I discovered it's at 0 degrees, which is a critical degree for Libra. And I don't know how they divide up like the critical degrees for which sign gets what, but for Libra and 3 other signs, it's 0 degrees, which basically, like, as far as I am as far as I understand, it just kind of adds an extra layer of challenge and emphasis to that energy of like, this is going to be really dominant and like something you're going to need to work through, which of course, if my MC is 0 degrees Libra, that makes my IC 0 degrees Aries, and like 0 degrees Aries, woo. That's like the babiest of babies right there of the zodiac, is literally the 0 degree of the first sign. Wow. So I'm trying to figure out what that means. Because it's not a critical degree for Aries, only for Libra. So I think that's what puts the emphasis on that Libra energy of like, this one's like tipping the scale. It's funny, Libra's the scales, but tipping the scale. And I'm learning to balance that because I actually have a lot of Aries energy too. So I don't know,
including your Saturn, right?
Saturn,
which is
Aries.
I made that face at like your boyfriend's parents both having Aries moons. Like, I mean, Saturn representing a blockage in your area and them having it fill their gas tank, like there's no way around it for them. Like, they have to be like that.
Right.
And it will absolutely aggravate your blockage. And like, is that not just like the best soul medicine that you could ever hope to receive? You
Right.
know,
It's
aggravate the blockage, cross the boundary so you know where it's at.
exactly. And that is exactly what has happened, which has been difficult, but like so eye-opening. Like I'm seeing myself much more clearly in ways I never have